Greetings everyone, I am Lotus Prince, and for this Let's Play, we are going to tackle something I've been very excited about. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven. This is not the first Jojo game. There was a Super Famicom, or Super Nintendo, RPG exclusive to Japan on Part 3, Stardust Crusaders. There was a game for Part 1, Phantom Blood, and a game for Part 5, Golden Wind, on the PS2, also Japan only. There was a fighting game released by Capcom that covers Part 3. That was available on the PS1, Dreamcast, and arcades, and it's now on PlayStation Network, though only the PS1 version specifically has any kind of real story mode. There's sort of fighting game story a little bit, but not really Let's Play worthy. And there's the PS3 game, All-Star Battle, which covers Parts 1 through 7 and introduces Josuke from Part 8. Again, technically covers the story, but in text only, not really worth a Let's Play. But now, we have Eyes of Heaven for the PS4, which does have its own fleshed out, fully fledged story, and it's going to be really exciting to see. We get to see characters from Parts 1 through 8 interacting with each other in all sorts of new and crazy ways and dealing with their own threat that you're not going to find in the main storyline. Now, I will give you fair warning, this game can get pretty spoiler heavy when it comes to what's happening in the main story, in that it'll drop casual references of characters who've died across the stories and things like that. So if you're currently catching up with the anime or manga yourself, be warned, this is going to say things that you might not yet know that you might care about. This covers 1 through 7, and at the time this game was made, Part 8 was still in production, so there's a little bit of Part 8, there's not much to spoil there, but Parts 1 through 7 are fair game, so be aware of that before you go into this. That said, this game has lots of fan service moments, little references that might be amusing, references to things that have actually happened that are brought into relevance for what's currently happening. It's very entertaining, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's get ready for some insane JoJo action. Let's go crazy. Well, this one's been a long time coming, but it's time for some JoJo. I think I mentioned this for the demo, but the loading screen is Shigechi's Harvest Stand. If you don't know JoJo, then a lot of the stuff I say is going to be really confusing. That's the same save icon from the PS3 game All-Star Battle. That's Koichi's face being turned into manga by Rohan Kishibe, and this is also a loading screen from PS3. It was Iggy, the dog. So here we go. Yeah, this is just the basic. Here are the menus. Oh, wow, it's actually in English. So you can play a story mode, you can fight online, cool. That's one thing I actually think is really clever. Robert Speedwagon, a reference to REO Speedwagon, was the guy who narrated the menus in the PS3 game. So now they have the old Speedwagon from Part 2. I thought that was clever. And there was one thing I didn't actually start playing this yet, but there was one thing I was doing when I was playing with the menus, and this really pleased me. When I go back, I freaking love that. There's a really goofy sort of moment in, yes.
Eyes of Heaven.
Cars, oh man. There was a really cool moment, or like a kind of goofy moment, sorry, in in part 1 where Speedwagon leaves because the main character's having a tender moment, and it goes like, and then Speedwagon walked off coolly, and it was just such a weird thing to do. So here we have the character just saying it. Now there are 8 parts to JoJo, and sure enough we have 8 stars, because they're all stars, the Jo stars kind of. So here we have Jotaro, the guy from part 3. They're not doing 1 through 8, they're doing it out of order, but they're still 8. Free Battle, we have Joseph from part 2. Network Battle, we have Johnny from part 7. Also, do we get the assistants both times? Yeah, okay, Jotaro and his stand Star Platinum. Joseph on the right, and then Caesar Zeppeli on the left. Zeppeli being a reference to Led Zeppelin. We have, yeah, Johnny, and then the guy on the left is Gyro Zeppeli. Here we have Josuke from part 4 with his stand Crazy Diamond, which I think is a Pink Floyd reference. Oh, by the way, if you've been watching my Danganronpa Let's Play, I had mentioned that Mondo reminds me of Josuke with his pompadour, and his bike gang is called the Crazy Diamonds, so that was pretty amusing. Here we have Jolene, one of my favorite Jo-stars, along with young Joseph, from part 6, and her stand Stone Free. I know that's a reference to something, but I forgot what. Here we have Josuke, like alternate Josuke, from part 8, with his stand Soft and Wet, which, that might have been a David Bowie something or other. I forgot what, though. I could be wrong on this one. That might be flaky memory. We have Jonathan Joestar from part 1. Surprisingly no Will Zeppeli. And here we have Giorno Giovanna. So he doesn't have the star tattoo, but he's as close to a JoJo as you're gonna get. But it's Italian, so instead of J-O-J-O, it's G-I-O. G-I-O, it's Jojo. And he has his stand Gold Experience, which I think is a reference to Prince. So there's that. Might as well go through the story. I'm not here to do online battles. So this is all new to me. Oh, old Joseph. Yeah, there's no continue option. Also, I like those wacky camels moving around the bottom. This is all part 3 stuff, with the plane flying by in Egypt and the camels. I guess they're about to encounter the stand The Sun, which is probably not going to be part of this. Eyes of Heaven is a unique story. It's not part of the manga or anything, so anything that happens is going to be a total mystery. I'm excited. Also, I noticed there's no more audio coming out of the controller's microphone, which I actually appreciate. It's an interesting gimmick, but it makes for a really weird Let's Play. Oh, there we go. Chapter 1 is started... Again, so weird. Stardust Crusaders is normally part 3. Oh, the tarot.
ジョーサー一行は宿敵ディオと対峙した。だが圧倒的な悪のスタンドパワーの前に仲間たちは次々に倒れている。
Those are actual manga shots.
最後に残されたジョータロウはディオとの一騎打ちに臨む。
Colorized, but this is the manga.
ディオはジョセフの血を得てパワーアップしてしまうのだった。
Such fabulous poses. Oh, that's cool. I am, as they say, hi! And yes, his finger is in his head. Yep. Oh, we're doing this, the steamroller. Looks like I'm playing. Or will be. Oh, that's badass. I can't wait for Road Roller! Okay, victory conditions, bonuses. Yeah, there's gonna be all sorts of weird stuff to unlock, I think, that I'll find out as I go, I guess. Press triangle on the detail screen for the character selection screen. Yeah, that's one thing I actually kind of want to go into multiplayer for real quick, is to see the roster, because I think it's freaking huge. Support items, so weird. There's nothing like this in All-Star Battle. It was just a straight-up fighting game in the end. This is more like, I don't know, like Power Stone. You run around and interact with stuff. Retire. I get to retire the opponent. What's the bonus detail? Perform a 30-hit combo or greater, or get the first attack. Well, I don't know about my 30-hit combos, but Star Platinum does do rabbit punches, so I'll try. Support item. I have no support items. Flaccid Pancake. What? That is quite the list. Obviously, only Jotaro is selectable, but that... wow. So, 34 characters. That ain't bad. I'll do random select. Jotaro, I can't believe it. Sure. I can look at cool victory poses later. I haven't even seen the default one. Okay. So, what's... ability tree? What? Wow, really? This is awesome. There's all sorts of stuff I can unlock. That's freaking cool. Obviously, I can't do any of that now, but good to know. Alright, enough dithering. Let's do this thing. Hopefully I don't suck. Yeah, this was all that stuff I couldn't read in Japanese in the demo, and I was like, oh god. So, skill board, style action, dual heat attack charges. That I want to know. Where is that? I can't even see it. Oh, I see it. L1 plus R1. That's important. Finished loading, baby. I don't remember what that's a reference to. Either Zappelli or maybe Hull Horse. Dual heat gauge, flash burst. Oh god, this is also so much stuff. Left stick moves, right stick moves camera. Lock on with R3 like it's Demon Souls or something. In fact, that's exactly like Demon Souls, where you move the right stick to change targets. Normal attacks is square, multiple to make a combo, an easy beat activates a skill, triangle, it's a finisher, number 2, triangle quickly to do a knockback or hold it down to perform an unblockable, X jumps, circle side steps, okay. Skills, L1 displays a skill board and use it, R1 does a unique action, L2 homing dash, ooh, and then guarding, and finally, flash bursts. L2 and R2 knocks him back like it's Guilty Gear or something. Flash cancels while attacking cancels your attack. That's so Roman canceling, I wonder. Step cancel. Damn. This I'm not gonna remember a lot of this, but we'll see what we can do. You know why you lost? You pissed me off. First attack, first attack. Yeah! Well, there's my 30-hit combo. How do I build up my... oh, I think I see it. R2 is slowly growing. Whoa! Forgot I can teleport. And by teleport, I mean freeze time and then go somewhere. Yeah, get wrecked! I gotta get him retired. I'm good at video games. I don't know, I don't know if there's a faster way to get up when you're knocked down. All the skills have been unlocked. Interesting. Interesting. He says Muda, but, you know, I kicked his ass. So there's that. You know, I'm gonna dash toward him, see if I can do that. Jesus, that was awesome. I can just do that. Don't you dare push Dio this far. I freaking love that. He's so full of himself. Dio. This is the tutorial, so it's obviously very, you know, basic in that regard. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's right, I can jump. There we go, I guess. Was not flashy at all. Yay, I don't know if that matters, but I got a C-level Jojo-ity. Connect 5 times the aura. Okay, so these are like the secret requirements in the PS3 game. So I was wondering what Jojo-ity was in the demo, so I guess it's how, I don't know, maybe how accurate you are to the manga, or like how many classic things you do. That's kind of nice, actually. It'll give me points that I can use in the store. Works for me. Details. That doesn't really matter. The dual heat, like, I can't do the dual stuff because I'm only by myself. I think this is supposed to be a very basic fight. Oh. Do I, oh, do I get all these, or do I choose one? Costume colors. Unless I just got all of them, that'd be nice. I know I met those secret requirements, right? Yes, finally cutscenes. The PS3 game was sorely lacking these. So are we just not getting Road Roller? Cause no, that's the finale. We might get it soon. Maybe not. And I wonder if the oil tanker here is supposed to be a reference to what the OVA did with the steamroller, because they replaced it with an oil tanker because they wanted an explosion. So instead of jumping down and screaming Road Roller, he screams Tank Lorry, which is a nice touch, as Dio is British. But Dio does whatever it takes to win!
治ったと同時にスタープラチナをてめえに叩き込む。かかったきな。西部劇のガンマン風に言うと抜きな。どっちが素早いか試してみようぜ。
Whatever it takes.
コケにしやがって。しかし翔太郎、この土壇場に来てやはりお前は人間だ。ごく短い時の流れでしか生きない人間の考え方をする。後味の良くないものを残すとか、人生に悔いを残さないだとか、便所のネズミのクソにも匹敵するそのくだらないものの考え方が命取りや。
Come on, do it. Whatever it takes to win.
このディオにはそれはない。あるのはシンプルなたった一つの思想だけだ。たった一つ。勝利して支配する。それだけよ。それだけが満足感よ。
Are we really not doing whatever it takes to win? Come on. I was waiting for it. Oh, here it is. Yes. Damn, what a way to go. You piss me off.
たった一つのシンプルな答えだ。
てめえは俺を怒らせた。
How hard was Dio punched? He got hit in the leg and he exploded. Good lord. Freaking badass. Dio is a fun villain, but I'm really particularly looking forward to Yoshikage Kira.
歌教員イギアブドゥル仲間たちの尊い犠牲を乗り越えて丈太郎は宿敵ディオに勝利した。その肉体は朝日にさらされ塵と化して消滅した。100年にわたって生き続けてきた悪の帝王はついに滅びたのだ。その後必要なものは私のスタンドである。必要なものは信頼できる友である。必要なものは極罪を犯した36名以上の魂である。
This could be new, actually.
必要なものは14の言葉である。必要なものは勇気である。朽ちていく私のスタンドは36の罪人の魂を集めて吸収。
Oh wait, this might be a
そこから
nod to part 6.
新しいものを生み出すであろう。
My memory's hazy on this one. This could be part 6 reference.
北緯28度24分、西経80度36分へ行き、次の新月の時を待て。それが天国の時であろう。
Yeah, the 14 phrases I think Father Pucci made a lot of use of, but it looks like it's tying into Eyes of Heaven, so maybe we're gonna get some sort of alternate reality. I'm okay with that. Because it's cool because you can't see it anywhere else. Jean-Pierre, yeah, Polnareff. At least they don't call him freaking Eiffel this time, that was stupid. In the PS3 game. Get it? Eiffel? Because he's French? Ugh. I know they have to take liberties with these names because they're copywritten like performers and songs and stuff, but come on. At least Jean-Pierre is his name. Wait, what? I know they're playable in the game for the sake of, you know, having a game, but what the hell is this? They definitely died. Unless I'm mistaken and they're like weird alternate versions or something, the guy in the green is Kakyoin, who died by being punched through the chest and then sent flying into a water tower. And the guy behind him with the cloak-looking or cape thing on the back is Avdol, the fire stand user who got killed by a guy, Vanilla Ice, believe it or not. Yes, that's a character, who basically just, like, destroyed matter and space and just, like, obliterated him completely. So this makes no freaking sense. No verdict on Avdol, but Jotaro is absolutely a match for Kakyoin's stand. He's like the first proper opponent he beat in a fight, in fact. And Iggy, who also died, what the hell? Iggy had a terrible death. He was effectively stomped to death. Because he made Vanilla Ice really, really angry. Really angry. It was uncomfortable to watch, even in manga form. Iggy went out like he lived. A total troll, and yes, I'm serious. Now this is back to the regular story, where they have their manly tears goodbye.
どうしてもフランスに帰るのか、ポルナレフ。もう身内はいないんじゃろ。よかったらわしの家のあるニューヨークに来ないか。
Yeah, this is directly from the story.
ジョースターさん、身内はいなくてもフランスは俺の祖国なんです。故郷には思い出がある。どこへ行っても必ず帰ってしまうとこなんです。何かあったら呼んでください。世界中どこでもすっ飛んで駆けつけますよ。
寂しくなるな。
辛いことがたくさんあったが、でも楽しかったよ。
I couldn't forget you even if I tried.
みんながいたからこの旅は楽しかった。
そうだな。楽しかった。
それじゃあな、しみったれたじいさん、長生きしろよ。そしてそのケチな孫よ、俺のことを忘れるなよ。
また会おう。わしのことが嫌いじゃなけりゃな。間抜け面。
忘れたくてもそんなキャラクターしてねえぜ。
There it is.
てめえはよ。元気でな。
あばよ。
And that's pretty much how part 3 ended.
いた、見つけた。
This is new.
Huh?
Wait. If that's who I think it is, that makes no sense. That looks like young Speedwagon, but old Speedwagon was in the 1940s, and you saw this is 1988. This guy should be, number one, long dead, and number two, absolutely not as young as he was in the late 1800s.
Hmm? なるほどな。なんか笑っちまうぜ。
He's got the hat. I think it really is Speedwagon, which makes no sense.
そのガイの良さ。二人ともジョースターさんの子孫ってすぐにわかるぜ。
Yeah, descendants. So he must know Jonathan, their dead great-grandfather, who, by the way, was Dio's body. I said that all the Joestars have a star. If you're wondering why Dio had a star, basically Dio's immortal head grafted itself onto Jonathan's body. Pretty amazing.
GG の知り合いか。
いや、知らん。
That's kind of ironic because these guys have been making a lot of use of the resources of the Speedwagon Foundation, and this is Speedwagon.
確かにわしはジョースターじゃが、あんたはどなたかな？おっと失礼。俺の名は
ジョースターさん、ジョー太郎。ポルナルフ。
Yeah, that's absolutely Speedwagon, no doubt now.
どうしたんじゃ？その怪我は何があった？
By the way, how confusing must this be if you've never read the manga or anything?
何が起きてるのか
Or,
わからねえ。
or watched the anime?
わからねえが、ちくしょう。敵だ、敵がいるぞ。
But who could they... Are we really doing this? Abdul and Iggy.
どういうことじゃ？
敵だと言ってるだろうが。気をつけろ、襲ってくるぞ。
マジシャンズレッド。
The Fool. That's one of the scariest stands. You've probably, if you watch anime at all, you've probably seen something like it. It's sand. So it's basically Sandman from Spider-Man. It's Crocodile from One Piece. It's Gaara from Naruto. Like this thing is really dangerous.
アブドゥル、イギー。お前たちは死んだはず。これは一体。状況がよく飲み込めんが、ここで戦うことはできん。無関係の人間を大勢巻き込むことになる。場所を変えるんじゃ。
Yeah, good idea. Jotaro's and Polnareff's stand punch and stab, but Avdol's can shoot fire bursts, and Iggy can... sand. It can just really ruin your day.
なんてこった。奴らもう追いついてきやがったのか。こうしちゃやれねえ。急がなくちゃよ。
I love how they still say question mark. Like, if you know Jojo at all, like, you... Well, I guess if you watch part 3 only, you wouldn't know, but if you've been following Jojo, then, like, he's definitely Speedwagon. Even if you just play the PS3 game, you should recognize his face. Oh, hey, it's the final fight area of part 3. Well, second to last. This is the part where everybody was first against Dio. Before it became just Jotaro and Dio. So I guess we're just back on the buildings at Egypt at night.
ポルナルフ、どういうことだ？何が起きている？
知らねえよ。フランス行きの便に乗ろうとしたら、あいつらが現れていきなり襲ってきたんだ。
追ってきたか。
まだ逃げるのか。
いや、ここで迎え撃つ。逃がさんぞ。あのお方にガイナス愚か者ども。このモハメド・アブドゥルが焼き尽くしてくれる。
Yeah, I think his name is a reference to Paula Abdul.
あのお方だと。
Yeah, the noble one, that's a new one.
お前アブドゥルなのか？本当に？
下がってろジジイ。何が起きてるのかさっぱりわからんが、今一つだけははっきりしている。奴らの殺気が本物ってことだけはな。
ジョースターさん、ここは俺が行かせてもらうぜ。
So this is our first duel fight. It's Jotaro and Polnareff, I guess. Both of them. Cool. Okay. Wow. Alright, so, that was certainly a climactic intro, but for now, it's time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a decent amount of progress today. We started a new chapter in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Amusingly enough, the first level was actually the same thing that happened in the actual story at the end of Part 3, but then everything got weird. Dead characters are alive, I think, with some sort of weird curse on them, and they're coming our way. And also freaking Speedwagon, Part 1 Speedwagon, seems to be trying to help us, but before we talk to him, it looks like we're going to have to fight Avdol and Iggy, and that could be unpleasant. We'll see where this takes us. Until next time, everyone.